drove here on board 3 Wigo hatches making the trip. A 2014 model, a 2019 model, and the latest edition 2023 Wigo. No one among us has been to our garage, and we've heard from those who've been here about the jaw-dropping display of classic Toyota cars. Everything Toyota. Today's the day that we do this, and there's no other car brand that's fit to visit a museum about Toyota but Toyota itself.
We've just entered our garage in time for the museum opening. The our garage boasts of the first ever museum dedicated exclusively to Toyota cars. It's the first of its kind in the Philippines, and it can only be found here in La Union province. I think we're going to learn some pretty interesting things when we get to talk to Richmond So, the man behind our garage and several other Toyota dealerships here in Luzon.
I'm Richmond Glenn So, and I was born in Pangasinan, grew up in Manila, but so happens to end up in La Union. My passion started for cars when my dad told me to join his business. When we opened up Toyota La Union, sabi ko, sige, ako naman, I just want to honor you guys. Whatever you tell me to do, I want to do that. When I started with Toyota, wala ako alam sa kotse. But, you know, the good thing about Toyota is parang they really immerse you. Not just with the operations, but with the history of Toyota. I just asked my dad for an empty warehouse to put the cars. He was actually the one who told me na if you're just gonna put your cars there, di ba, why not we just turn it into a museum so that it will be open to the public so that people can have better appreciation for Toyota. So sabi ko, okay, but that's gonna cost more. Sabi ko, an empty warehouse is cheaper. So sabi niya, it's fine. That's on me. If that's on you, then I'm fine. Yeah. So when I started getting into cars, he was actually happy. He was actually happy because sabi niya, finally, okay, my son will get his hands dirty. Me and my dad right now, we don't just see Toyota as a business, but it's really something that we love, and it's really something that we want the future generation to continue to appreciate. I started thinking na maybe I want to have an old Toyota also. The A80, sabi ko, that's my favorite car. That's really my favorite car. And next to that is the A86. So I told myself, if I can just have one of those, one of the two, I'm gonna start considering restoring old Toyotas. Yeah, so that's when it started. The setup of this whole museum will be different because right now it's just set up in such a way that we just showcase the cars. But moving forward, we will have interactive tours already, and we will have interactive touch activities. That's why I appreciate Toyota, because they did not just highlight about the history of Toyota, but they highlighted the history of the whole automotive industry. From the tractor and from Ford, diba? From the evolution you can see. So we were actually motivated to even build a bigger fleet to showcase more Toyotas, because a lot of the Toyotas that we have here, you don't see it anymore there. Our garage actually exists for two reasons. So primary reason, of course, is to show our love for Toyota. I mean, that's the reason why this is here. When we were talking about where we want to go, and when we realized that if we're just a museum, then, you know, I go to museums, but I just go there once. The goal of actually our garage right now is to inspire the next generation, for them to develop love for automotive, for them to see the impact of automotive in the mobility and in how the automotive industry has made lives has made our lives easier, especially for transport. We want to journey with them because cars is about having journeys. So our garage, our team, we want to journey with students actually. We want to help them reach their maximum potential. Because we believe that if we can impact the next generation, we can see a better future for our country. We are in negotiations with 80 plus schools in La Union. We will have a memorandum of agreement with them soon. We're targeting to have it with at least 50 schools by the end of the year. We take in OJTs from them, and eventually we will put up a technical school. So that's actually one of the paths, yeah, and a driving school. So that's where we want to go. But specifically for schools, what we do for them is actually in our team here in our garage. I actually hire people of different special skill sets. So we have programmers, we have marketers, we have people who are artists, we have engineers. So we have people who love the academe. So we're building a team around different sets of skill sets so that we can mentor the youth regardless of what they are studying. So that's our goal because we want to help them excel. Before going to the expansion site, it will actually be a art gallery there. So we have car arts prepared already to showcase there. And it's also a place where we want creativity to be stimulated. So we'll bring kids there, for example, or even college students, we'll bring them there and we'll just allow them to create things. So the mezzanine part, that's actually where we will put our student center. That's why students, we will open this eventually so students can come here anytime so that we can mentor them. So for example, they're having their thesis and they're stuck and they don't know how to move forward. We want to mentor them there. For example, we have actually a lot of leadership trainings that we do. So we want to help them build their confidence. We want to help direct them where they will eventually go after college. So actually, one of the things that we push for here is that after you graduate, it's not always that you need to work. You can also start your own organizations or companies. So we even help them in those aspects. Our goal is to add value to the lives of the next generation. So when they come in here for their field trips, we don't just educate them with cars. We want to add something more than cars. Our garage is a foundation, so we don't really earn. Everything we earn, we give back. So so that's why I believe God is also blessing us because we're giving it back to the people. We always want to remind them that the technology that we have right now is a blessing, but it started somewhere before, somewhere so simple that still exists in this museum. We want to showcase also that we are proud of the vehicles produced in the Philippines. It's rarely being talked about, but that's the quality of the Filipino-made cars. Eventually, they would visit and appreciate the rich history of Toyota. There's a couple who already visited us. If ever, Lord willing, Akio comes, that we will be able to do justice to the brand so that it's something that will really make a mark on him and will make him proud also. So that I believe if we can achieve that, then we check the biggest list in our bucket list. The biggest thing in our bucket list. That's on top of that. So...
Sige, text ko siya mamaya.
kind of believe that all these cars have their own stories. And that's what we want to share. Driving history, inspiring tomorrow.
Whew, what an exciting and fun day it has been, guys. Don't you agree?
Yes, I agree.
And then, nandito ngayon tayo sa isang magandang beach sa Agoo, La Union. And now, we're in front of our Wigos. I'm just asking you, what can you say about your experience with your own Wigo so far? Ikaw, Charles, you've had your Wigo for 11 years.
Ito yung unang labas, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Sa mga ganitong displacement, ito yung mga very affordable tsaka attractive.
For those 11 years, wala ka nang naging problema masyado sa Wigo mo?
Wala, actually, perfect na siya eh. Kung saan na yan nakarating, Baguio, Bigan.
Wow.
Sa Baguio nga, ilang beses na yan.
Grabe. Naisasakay mo pa yung mga malaki mong alaga.
Alaga ko.
In fact, ladies and gentlemen, andun si Angus sa loob. Ewan ko kung ginagawa, baka nginunguya yung upholstery. How about your Wigo? You've had your Wigo for 5 years?
Actually, I got this was a 2019 model, G manual transmission.
Manual,
Yes.
old school.
Old school.
Manual.
And then, this is the first time niyang bumiyahe ng ganitong kalayo from
Grabe.
Manila to La Union. So,
Nahikayat namin kayo mag-drive.
Yes.
So,
Thank you for
salamat
the
naman sa
invite.
pagtiwala sa aming kakayanan na. Ano masasabi mo sa space? Kasi subcompact pero it looks like it's quite spacious inside.
yeah, actually, spacious siya. Okay naman siya.
It's worth every penny that you.
Yes.
How was your experience in the our garage and with your interview with Mr. Richmond? So,
It's surreal talaga yun. Iba talaga, especially if you're a Toyota lover, talagang it's a must-see place. No words, actually.
even if you're not a car enthusiast, mamamangha ka sa lugar.
The cleanliness, the people are very approachable.
And every car has a story to tell, di ba? Yun ang
Yes,
maganda rin.
unique story to
And
tell.
Mr. Richmond knows every story of that car. He personally collected those. Call it a day. It's been a fun, exciting day with our Wigos. And watch out for our next adventure with these cool guys. You know, baka malay mo, sunod na dala nila, Lexus. TessDrive bids you goodbye and see you the next time.
Thank you.